Guys, it's Steph's Nails. I'm here to show you guys a little peek into my challenge number 5 for Nails Next Top Nail Artist. We're here in Valley Springs where I live at La Quintana Golf Course. Did you guys see that? Yay for field trips. This week's challenge called for our version of Nailandia. What I have chosen is my version of mini golf because when I think of Nailandia, I think of resort, conference room, educational with small activities. This set was a bit different than other challenges, so I decided to work back and forth in layers, hopping and skipping to one thing to the next. I started by adhering the nails together and then painting them with a green shellac. Using Brisa white builder and an inflated balloon, I created a hot air balloon using upward strokes to give it a realistic look. For removing the balloon, I applied a second layer cured and then attached some wires with plexi gel and moved on to painting the balloon in a red and yellow pattern. Now adding some chain to make the line separation crisp between the two colors. I'll then add it to the bottom of the hot air balloon for a really pretty effect. For this next part, I'm going to draw out the future sign. I want to measure it against what I've already made to make sure that it's all very cohesive in size. Using plexi gel, I will create water like you would see at a mini golf course, and then I'll use the shellac color Chance Taker to paint it. Skipping back to the Nailandia sign, I will use the bright white acrylic powder from C&D to create multiple layers and a 2D effect. This part was time consuming, but well worth it. Look at those letters coming to life. Now going to make the basket for the hot air balloon using clear Brisa builder and a shot glass. After curing, I'll remove from the glass and then apply a second coat. The shellac color Gala Girl is perfect for this next part. First, I'm going to start by painting the bottom of the basket. Then I will use the back of a nail form, paint a large rectangular strip, cure, top coat, cure again, take out, cut into small tiny strips and start weaving this basket. It's looking so good! Next, I'm going to use clear acrylic to apply the two together. Moving on to this next part, I'm going to start my rainbow using plexi gel shaper in thin layers, curing in between 2 to 3 coats. Then I will paint with an assortment of shellac colors and top off with C&D's glitter top coat. Now look at this cutie. Using C&D plexi gel shaper, I'm going to level out my Nailandia sign and add the C&D additive Spectrum Shimmer. Then I will attach it to my rainbow using the C&D plexi gel builder. Skipping over to another part, I'm going to go ahead and use the bright white C&D acrylic and retention nail liquid to create a cohesive look between my nail tips to give it more of a grassy look. Now adding acrylic to the edge of my water is something that I'm going to utilize later on. It's all coming together. I'm going to use clear acrylic to attach the rainbow to the nail tips. I'm now going to use a mixture of green and white shellac colors to paint another layer on my grass. After, I'm going to use C&D Plexigel Shaper and some saran wrap to create a 2D grassy effect. Finally, finishing the grass off with the shellac color Palm Deco. Next, I'm stealing a magnet out of one of my children's toys to create a hole-in-one effect with the hole in the golf ball. Using uncured white shellac and a bit of soapy bubbles, I'm going to create a bubbly waterline effect. On to one of my favorite parts. I've made a shellac-like bottle out of clay and white barista builder. I'm then going to hand file it and paint it exactly like a shellac bottle would be. After finishing off the shellac bottle, I'm going to go ahead and create a hole at the bottom for the golf ball to travel through. This is going to be my windmill that would mimic what you would see at the golf course. So I'm going to take a bit of wire, Plexigel, and acrylic and create that finished look. Last but not least, it's almost complete. I'm going to add a bit of sand to represent a sandbar you would see at a golf course. Voila! The finished product of Nailandia. I am such a realist. Mini golf was the perfectly suited idea for me, considering that my idea of Nailandia would be educational yet a little bit of fun. Bye! See you next time!